Old Man Winter has made his return back to Montana, and as the Montana Ag Network's Russell Nemitz shares, in addition to the obvious challenges that the cold temperatures and snow bring, ranchers also need to pay close attention to their livestock's nutritional needs.
Well, the mild fall weather that we've been enjoying has now been replaced with cold temperatures and snow for much of our region. And MSU Extension beef cattle specialist Megan Van Emmen reminds ranchers to make sure they're meeting their livestock's nutritional needs during weather events like this.
The big one we want to keep in mind is that rule of thumb that for every degree below 32 degrees, we increase our requirements by 1%. And, the rule of thumb is energy requirements, but the big thing I want to keep in mind for that is that's all requirements. Everything goes up when the weather turns to lovely winter like it has today. But with this change in weather, it's the mother cows and then those freshly weaned calves we really want to keep an eye on because they're coming off that high stress event of weaning.
She says quality of hay is also a big factor in keeping cattle healthy, especially those mother cows.
Right now we're still in mid-gestation. That fetus really isn't putting a lot of extra demand on that cow yet. We're kind of getting into that time frame, so we can still feed a little bit of that lesser quality hay, but I would definitely supplement it with, a hay in that 10 to 11% protein. Or never underestimate, range cubes, lick tubs, however you can help them get those protein requirements met. That's our big concern this time of year and in the winter are those protein requirements because our pastures are probably in that 4 to 5% protein range.
Fresh and clean water is also important, she says, in helping cattle with their feed intake, but also keeping them warm during these cold and snowy conditions.
Yeah, fresh, clean water is extremely important. It keeps intake of feed up, and that's what they need to do to make sure they stay warm as our temperature drops. That rumen is its heat source, so make sure they're consuming those fresh quality water sources can really make sure their intake maintained through some of these harder weather conditions.
In Billings, Russell Nemitz, MTN News.